okay, you start from this way, but then you're gonna have to go so you can get the whole thing.
All right.
All right. So we open up with devotion. What's next? What we about to do now? We about to go to the beach? About to play some ball?
Yes!
No. We about to start Vacation Bible School. Vacation Bible School. This is something we're gonna do fun, but we're gonna learn with this.
You just told a story. You just told us.
I corrected that. I was asking a question. Right? So our theme this year is Lost at Sea, Seeking Our Savior. We're gonna send out an SOS to God so he can come and save us.
What is the SOS?
SOS is a signal that goes out. I'll give you an example. Suppose you're on a ship and you get lost in a whole lot of water. And you can't drink all that water up, right? So instead of drinking all that water up, they have life preservers and floats that you hold on to. A lot of them are made of the plastic like this. And they have equipment that they can send a code out that it sends out for help. And it's called, and that's what's a SOS. But our SOS, Seeking Our Savior, is God. That's right. So our first story that we're going to talk about, all our stories are going to be stories that has some type of water or sea involved in them. Yes, sir.
At first, when you said SOS, I thought you were going to say SOL.
No, we ain't doing the SOLs in here. I know y'all probably tired of SOLs. You guys. Good job.
I want to eat SCR. What?
Oh, be silly. So, yes, ma'am. You went to the beach?
I jumped off a whole big old tower.
You did.
And it was over what?
So how many of you all heard about the story about Noah? Noah in the ark. How? Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Noah in the ark. So back in those times, this is one of the very first stories in the Bible after the creation. It talks about the creation, how God created the earth and populated the earth. So there was a land where there were people in the land, but they were doing whatever they wanted to do, where they were fighting one another, doing evil things. But it was a man named Noah that he loved God, he praised God, and he taught his children about God. And God loved him very much. But God wanted to punish the people of the earth because they were doing evil things, bad things. What are some bad things you guys think they may have been doing?
Wicked stuff.
Wicked stuff.
Taking
Fighting.
Punching each other in the face.
They could, a whole lot of evil stuff. Stealing.
Punching people in the armpit.
Shooting people. Well, I don't know if guns were back then, but they probably could have shot a slingshot or something. But they was doing really bad stuff. And they weren't praising God. But this one man named Noah loved God, praised God, and did what he's supposed to do.
Love God.
So, now, let's say, and I'm not God, but this is only an example, y'all. Don't y'all go back home and say I said I was God, okay?
Okay. We gonna say it.
You say, no. You know what I want you to do? When you get home back there to your grandma's house, I want you to go and get all this wood, and I want you to make a big boat about this big for the whole world.
That's just doing your
What you gonna say to me?
I'm gonna say, okay, God.
Okay, God.
That's just doing chores.
And guess what? That's what Noah did. He did not question God. He did it. And they said that it was 30 cubits wide. Wait a minute, I got to remember the song now. Make sure I say. God told Noah, he told him to build just a building, not 30 cubits high, 50 cubits wide. Oh, it's gonna rain for 40 days and 40 nights. I want to stand the test of time. That's how I remember the measurements, because of the song. But 30 cubits high, 50 cubits wide. So in our terms, that would be, no, they said it would be 12 football fields. fields. We're not talking about the football fields at y'all little schools. We talking about the football fields like a Dallas Cowboys stadium, a Redskins stadium.
That's like 80 yards.
So you're talking about 12 football fields. That's a lot. So you put them side by side. That's a lot, right? But guess what? What he wanted Noah to do once he built this boat, he wanted him to put 2 of every animal on the earth up there. Every animal. So what's some animals you guys think were up there?
Giraffes.
Giraffes.
Cows.
Cows.
Pandas.
Pandas.
Pigs. Sheep. Alligators. Whoa.
Bear. Yeah. Every animal on the earth, Kyle.
How come the animals didn't try to eat each other?
I don't know. But I'm pretty sure for when God give us a plan, he already know how it's going to work out in the end. We don't know, but he knows. And that's why faith comes in.
So
and Noah had faith and trusted what God told him in his plan.
So he had to travel the whole world to find all those animals?
He had to travel, but one thing about it, with God's plan, God made it easier where the animals were coming towards the ark because they knew where they were supposed to go. I'm going to have to bring the story in for you guys to see it, but it's a really cool story. And there's also a updated version of the story. What was that? Do you remember the name of it?
I can remember it.
Because I think Morgan Freeman was in it.
He played God.
He played God. But it's an interesting story because when Noah was trying to tell the people about coming on the ark, they laughed at it, they joked at him, they called him stupid, all kind of things, and they did not believe it. How many times when you guys are trying to tell somebody somewhere, your parents, your friends, people at school, maybe your teachers, maybe somebody in church, you try to tell them something and they're like, oh, whatever, ain't nobody trying to hear that. But that happens, right? That happens. And it kind of makes you feel kind of sad inside or like, nobody believed me. But if you have faith in it and you know that it's right, you stand on that and God's going to make sure that whatever it is going to prevail. But at the same time, even when we're going through those things, let's say if you're talking to me and I don't believe you, you say, Miss Miranda, you need to listen to me. What is wrong with you? That's not the right thing to do, right? No. Because we still have to be respectful and we still have to be in our place. And there's a nice way to say, well, Miss Miranda, well, I was just trying to help you to understand it because maybe that it's always a way to work around it, but yelling at people and doing mean things to them, that just makes it even worse, right? So, well, I know you wouldn't do that anyway, so that's just an example, y'all. But that's what happened.
It's Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty, okay. And it's funny too, y'all. So maybe I'll get that one instead. Movie night.
Ooh,
It's really funny.
We gonna have a movie night here?
We're gonna have movie night.
Wait.
Yeah, a couple of movie nights.
I wasn't here. Are we gonna have another one?
We'll have another one.
When?
I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it.
If it's during the weekend, I can't come.
You can bring your couples.
You can bring
Keep y'all posted because you're gonna need it, right?
Oh, when we gonna watch it?
I'm gonna keep y'all posted, okay? Trust me, when I do it, everybody will
Can
know.
I just say a reminder?
You said reminder.
Everybody subscribe to our channel.
How about after Vacation Bible School, you can get on your channel and they can subscribe.